Hey everyone. Have you ever thought about how the credit cards you choose are actually kind of like a lifestyle choice?
Yeah.
It's not just about spending, it's more about, are you the kind of person who's building up travel rewards, or are you all about that cash back on your everyday stuff?
Right.
So today we're going to take a deep dive into the world of American Express.
Go.
And I think most people probably know them better as Amex,
Mm-hmm.
and they've kind of become synonymous with those premium credit cards.
Yeah, for sure.
But have you ever wondered, what's the actual story behind this whole prestigious image?
Yeah.
And more importantly, could their cards actually help you, level up your life a little bit?
Hmm.
So we've got this whole stack of articles and research right here that we are going to unpack today.
Awesome.
All right, so let's jump right in.
Okay.
So one thing that I found really interesting is that American Express's history actually goes way beyond credit cards.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
They actually started as an express mail company
Wow.
back in 1850. Can you believe that?
That's crazy.
Yeah, so they went from delivering packages to totally dominating the financial world.
That's quite a journey.
It is a pretty wild journey. So we've got some articles here that are really hyping up Amex's customer service,
Okay.
which apparently is legendary, and their satisfaction ratings.
Mm-hmm.
But we also want to get into the nitty-gritty details, like the cards themselves.
Yes.
What makes them stand out, and which one might be the perfect fit for you listening right now.
Right.
So I think what's interesting about Amex is that they seem to really get that not everyone fits into the same financial mold.
Yeah.
So they offer this whole range of different cards,
Right.
each one kind of tailored to different lifestyles and spending habits.
Uh-huh.
So let's start with the gold card.
Okay.
It's marketed as the go-to for foodies and families.
Interesting.
But what does that actually mean in terms of benefits?
Yeah. Break that down for us.
What's the real value proposition here?
So with the gold card, you get 4 times the points on dining worldwide
Oh, wow.
and at U.S. supermarkets. And that's up to $25,000 annually.
Okay.
So just imagine for a second, you could be racking up some serious points just by doing your regular grocery shopping
Right.
and enjoying those weekend brunches that everybody loves.
That's a good point. Okay, so that's starting to sound pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But wouldn't those points be even more valuable if you're someone who travels a lot?
Yeah.
Maybe there's another card that's better suited for people who have that, wanderlust.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. If travel is your priority, the Platinum card might be more your speed.
Okay, tell me more.
So it gives you access to the Global Lounge Collection.
Wow.
And that means you get to relax in over 1,400 airport lounges worldwide.
No way.
Right.
So you're not fighting for a power outlet at a crowded gate anymore.
Exactly.
You're basically living the good life pre-flight.
Yeah, you're in luxury.
Okay, I gotta admit that perk alone is pretty tempting.
Right.
But there's gotta be more to it, right?
Yeah.
What else makes the Platinum card stand out?
Well, it also comes with automatic elite status in those top hotel programs,
Okay.
like Marriott Bonvoy and Hilton Honors.
Wow.
And if you book your flights or hotels through Amex Travel,
Mm-hmm.
you are earning 5 times the points.
Okay.
So every trip you book is not just a vacation, it's an investment in future travel rewards.
I like the way you think about that. Wow. So with the Platinum card, you're essentially racking up points just by living your best travel life.
Exactly.
But let's be real, not everyone is dropping thousands of dollars on flights and hotels every month.
Right.
So what about those of us who are more focused on maximizing the value that we get from our everyday expenses?
Right. So Amex hasn't forgotten about you. They have the Blue Cash Preferred card.
Okay.
And it's marketed as their champion for those budget-conscious spenders out there.
I like it.
So it offers 6% cash back at U.S. supermarkets
Okay.
and on select streaming services. Plus, you get 3% back on transit and gas,
Okay.
which can really add up, especially if you have a daily commute.
Right? Or if you just love those weekend road trips.
Exactly.
So basically, you're getting rewarded for things that you're probably already spending money on.
You know,
Like groceries, streaming, getting around.
Mhm.
That's not a bad deal, especially if you're trying to stretch your budget a little bit.
Not at all.
Okay, so Amex doesn't just stop at offering these different cards.
Right.
They've actually built a whole ecosystem around their membership rewards program.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's talk about that for a second. I see this phrase, membership rewards points, all the time.
Yeah.
But what does it actually mean for the average person who has a card?
Right.
How do these points translate into real-world value?
So it's not just about earning points. It's about how you can redeem them.
Okay.
With the membership rewards program, you're not limited to just travel
Right,
or
right.
statement credits.
Hmm.
You can actually use your points for things like gift cards,
Uh-huh.
merchandise,
Right.
even unique experiences.
Oh, wow.
It's almost like having this personalized reward system that just adapts to your own interests and your lifestyle.
So it's not a one-size-fits-all kind of rewards program. You're
Yeah.
actually getting rewarded for things that really matter to you.
Yeah.
But what else makes this membership rewards program different?
Okay.
Is it really that different from other rewards programs out there?
So what sets it apart, I think, is the flexibility
Okay.
and the huge variety of redemption options that you have. Plus, Amex is known for partnering up with like all kinds of brands and retailers.
Right.
So you're not just limited to a few choices.
Yeah.
You can really customize how you want to use your rewards.
Okay. I'm starting to see the appeal here. It's like they're saying, go ahead and live your life, and we'll help you make the most of it with rewards that actually matter to you.
Exactly.
But there's one thing I'm still a little curious about.
Okay.
We've heard all about the different cards and the rewards program,
Yeah.
but what about Amex as a company?
Hmm.
What's their overall philosophy?
Right.
Are they just about making profits, or is there something more to their approach?
That's a great question.
Mm.
And actually, that's something that sets Amex apart from other credit card companies.
Okay.
They've been recognized for their big focus on customer service
Okay.
and making sure that their customers are happy.
So it's not just about getting you to sign up for a card and then forgetting all about you.
Right.
They're actually trying to build like a long-term relationship with their customers.
Exactly. And they actually do that by consistently exceeding expectations,
Okay.
offering those personalized experiences and just making sure that their cardholders feel really valued.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a strategy that's definitely working for them because Amex has one of the highest customer loyalty rates in the entire industry.
Interesting. So it's not just about like flashing a fancy card.
Right.
It's about actually being part of a brand that seems to care about your financial well-being
Uh-huh.
and wants to help you reach your goals.
Yeah. And that's reflected in how committed they are to constantly innovating and adapting to what their customers need. You know, they were actually pioneers in offering travel perks and rewards because they recognized early on that people who had their cards really wanted to have those enriching experiences.
Right. They wanted to go beyond just material possessions.
Exactly.
And now they're leading the way when it comes to personalized offers and those digital experiences.
Yeah.
And we've got some information here about these Amex offers, but
Fine.
can you explain what those are exactly?
Yeah.
Are they just like generic discounts, or is there something more to them?
Amex offers are more like these personalized little treasure chests,
Okay.
full of discounts and deals that are tailored to your spending habits
Interesting.
and what you're interested in.
So they're not just giving everyone the same thing.
Yeah.
They're actually looking at what you like and what you buy
Right.
and trying to give you deals that match that.
Exactly. So it might be like a discount on your favorite clothing brand or maybe a free appetizer at a restaurant that you go to all the time,
Okay.
or even a special offer on concert tickets. They're constantly trying to surprise you with new ways to save money and experience more.
That's pretty cool. It's like they're saying, we see you, we know what you like, and we're going to make your life a little bit more awesome.
Yeah,
By giving you these personalized deals.
They're using all that data not just to send you random offers, but to give you insights and recommendations.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like having a personal financial concierge.
Okay. I gotta admit, I'm starting to feel a little envious of people who have Amex cards
Yeah.
because it sounds like they're getting access to these exclusive perks.
Right.
They've got these personalized offers, and it sounds like they're getting this level of customer service that you don't really see too often in the financial world.
Yeah, it's definitely a pretty compelling package.
Yeah.
But before we get too carried away with all this Amex admiration,
Yeah.
let's take a closer look at their 2025 promotions.
Okay, let's do it.
We've teased them enough now. Let's break them down
Right.
and see how they can really benefit our listeners.
Sounds good. Let's unpack those sweet deals.
Yes. Okay, so we're back and diving into this whole Amex world.
Mm-hmm.
It's really got me thinking. It's like they figured out this secret formula
Yeah.
for combining like financial tools with actual lifestyle goals.
Right. It's not just about the transaction.
Yeah.
It's about like aligning your spending with what's important to you,
Exactly.
your values, your goals, whether that's travel experiences or just making the most out of those everyday purchases.
And it seems like they've been doing this for a while.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
This isn't like some new trend for them.
No, it's like baked into their history.
Right. You know, back in the 1950s, Amex was already coming up with these innovations,
Mm-hmm.
like traveler's checks.
Yeah.
They understood that people were starting to travel more.
Right.
and they needed better ways to manage their money on the go.
So they weren't just reacting to changes. They were
Right.
actually ahead of the game.
Okay, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
But let's get back to those 2025 promotions.
Okay.
I am ready to hear more about these limited time offers. Okay, so let's start with the Platinum Card's welcome bonus.
Okay.
We're talking about 80,000 membership rewards points
Wow.
after you spend $8,000 within the first 6 months.
Okay.
So if you travel a lot, that's a big chunk of points.
Yeah.
You could get free flights,
Mm.
hotel stays, all kinds of stuff,
I mean, that's practically a free vacation just for using the card responsibly.
pretty much.
But hold on a sec. The Platinum Card has kind of a high annual fee, right?
You are right. It does have a higher annual fee than some other cards.
Oh, how does that play into it?
You have to weigh the perks against the cost.
Okay.
Think about those 5 times points on flights and hotels when you book through Amex Travel
Yeah.
and access to all those fancy airport lounges.
Okay.
If you travel a lot, those benefits could easily outweigh the annual fee.
Right. So it's not just about the upfront cost. It's
Right.
about the value you're actually getting from the card.
Exactly.
And for someone who's always on the go, the Platinum Card sounds like it could be a total game changer. But what about those of us who are more, grounded?
Right.
Is there a promotion for people who aren't racking up all those frequent flyer miles?
Absolutely. The Gold Card is offering 60,000 membership rewards points
Okay.
after you spend $6,000 in the first 6 months. And don't forget those dining and Uber credits we were talking about before.
Yeah.
Those can save you a lot of money,
Yeah.
especially if you like to eat out or take a lot of Ubers.
So even if you're not a jet setter,
Right.
you're still getting rewards for those little everyday things you enjoy.
Exactly.
Okay, but I'm curious about something.
Yeah.
We've talked a lot about the different cards and their benefits,
Right.
but how does Amex as a company actually compare to their competitors?
Okay.
Are they really that different?
One area where Amex really stands out is their customer service.
Okay.
They have a great reputation for going above and beyond to fix any problems
Right.
and make sure their cardholders feel valued.
So it's not just about the perks and the rewards.
Right.
It's about that whole overall experience.
Yeah, they want you to feel like you're more than just an account number.
Right, like an actual person.
Exactly. And that's why they have these incredibly high customer loyalty rates. Once people have that level of personalized service,
Yeah.
they tend to stick with Amex.
Okay. That makes sense. But, there's this little skeptic in my brain, and it's wondering, is this all just marketing hype?
Okay.
Are they actually that good with customer service?
Well, they're always ranked at the top for customer satisfaction.
Okay.
And that's not just from marketing surveys, it's from real people's feedback and experiences.
So it's not just talk. They're actually putting in the effort to make their customers happy.
Yeah.
Which, honestly, you don't see that often with credit card companies. It
Yeah.
often feels like you're just a number to them.
It's true. Amex has created this sense of community among their cardholders.
Okay.
If you're part of this group that values experiences and rewards
Interesting.
and being financially smart.
It's like they've turned a credit card into a lifestyle brand.
Yeah.
But there's one promotion we haven't talked about yet.
Okay.
What about the Blue Catch Preferred Card?
Right.
What kind of welcome bonuses or special offers can new card holders expect?
So the Blue Cash Preferred Card is offering a $250 statement credit
Okay.
after you meet the spending requirements.
So that's like free money
Pretty much.
that you can use for anything you want.
Exactly.
That's a pretty good deal, especially if you're trying to get the most cash back rewards on things you buy every day, like groceries or streaming services.
Right.
I'm starting to notice a theme here.
Okay. What's that?
All of these promotions seem to be targeted towards specific lifestyles
Yeah.
and spending habits. It's
Right.
not like a one-size-fits-all approach.
You're right. Amex is really good at figuring out who their audience is
Mm-hmm.
and then creating offers that match what people need and care about. They understand that what a frequent traveler wants might be different from what someone who's trying to save money on everyday stuff wants.
Right. So it's not about trying to convince everyone that they need the same card.
Yeah.
It's about giving people the power to choose the card that's best for their own goals
Exactly.
and their lifestyle.
And that's really refreshing to see
Yeah.
in an industry that often feels impersonal and like it's just about the transaction.
Right.
Amex makes it feel more human,
Yeah.
less about just spending money and more about reaching what you want in life.
I know I'm starting to sound like an Amex spokesperson over here,
Uh-huh.
but I'm honestly impressed by what they're doing.
Yeah.
They've built this brand that feels aspirational, but also attainable.
Mhm.
exclusive, but also inclusive.
It's a tough balance.
It
Yet
is.
they've nailed it.
They really have. They
Yeah.
get that today people want more than just a financial product.
Right.
They want experiences, connections,
Yeah.
a sense of belonging.
Exactly.
Amex has tapped into that. They're not just about spending money. They're about living a better, more rewarding life.
That's a great way to put it. But before we get too lost in credit card philosophy,
Yeah.
let's take a little break to gather our thoughts. Okay. We'll be back soon to wrap up this Amex deep dive and leave you with something to think about.
Okay, so we're back for the last part of our Amex deep dive, and I don't know about you, but I'm feeling a lot more knowledgeable and honestly a bit inspired by what we've learned about their approach.
Yeah, it's been pretty fascinating.
We've gone from like the history of the company to all the different card benefits and even like their whole philosophy.
Right. It's not just about throwing random perks at people.
No, they've really thought about how these cards can fit into different people's lives.
Yeah, and there's so many options.
Like whether you want to travel more with that platinum card or get cash back on your everyday stuff with the blue cash preferred card.
Mm,
And let's not forget that gold card for all the foodies out there.
right, those dining rewards are pretty tempting.
Seriously, I'm starting to rethink my whole credit card situation.
Uh-huh. I think the big takeaway here is that choosing a credit card shouldn't just be about, like, chasing the biggest sign-up bonus.
Yeah,
It's about finding a card that actually works with how you spend money.
right. And helps you reach your goals.
Exactly, whether that's saving for a dream vacation or getting cash back or just managing your money better.
And it seems like Amex really understands that.
Yeah, they're not just giving you a piece of plastic.
Right. It's more like a whole package of services and
They can
rewards.
actually make your life better if you use them, right?
Exactly. So now that you've heard all about Amex,
Mm-hmm.
we have a question for you listening.
What could you do?
What lifestyle upgrades could you unlock if you had the right Amex card?
That's the challenge.
Yeah, we've given you all the info.
But it's up to you to decide what really works for you.
Take some time to think about your own financial goals and what's important to you.
Yeah, are you trying to travel more?
Or get more cash back on your everyday purchases.
Maybe build your credit score.
Once you know what you want to achieve, you can start figuring out which Amex card is the best fit for you.
And remember, this isn't just about spending money.
No, it's about using your finances strategically.
To create a life that's more fulfilling and rewarding.
Yeah, a life that's more in line with your values and what you want to accomplish.
Well said. Maybe this deep dive has even made you want to learn more about personal finance in general.
That's what's so great about learning new things.
It opens up all these possibilities.
And helps you make better choices.
So whether you're a credit card expert,
Or just starting out.
remember knowledge is power.
And with the right tools and strategies, you can achieve amazing things.
Absolutely.
So that's it for our Amex deep dive.
We hope you enjoyed it.
And learn something new along the way.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep living your best life.